Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm John Carlin.
And I'm Rachel Lucas. The homeless population in Roanoke continues to trend down. That's according to recent data. However, another group is on the rise.
Yeah, for months we've been looking into what some people call a problem for the Star City. And tonight, 10 News reporter Sydney Jackstimer gives us an in-depth look into what life is like for people living on the streets.
Yeah, it can get really lonely out here.
6 months ago, Aaron Massey lost his car, home, and small business, leaving him to make an unthinkable decision.
That was a pretty hard decision to make. But I need money to survive, so.
Aaron now spends his time on the corner of Orange and Williamson, panhandling, or what he and others call flying the sign.
It's really embarrassing, and I hate doing this. I really hate doing this. Thank you, ma'am.
Aaron spends his money from panhandling or other odd jobs to pay for a hotel room at the Days Inn on Orange Avenue, where he and his dad sleep most nights. But if they don't have enough, they're forced to sleep outside.
But this is not what I want to be doing at all.
This is the reality for many people experiencing homelessness in the Roanoke Valley. According to the 2022 Point in Time report, there are 216 people experiencing homelessness, a 13% decrease from last year. However, the number of people who are considered unsheltered has tripled.
So last January we counted 12 that were unsheltered. And this year we counted 38, so we did see an increase in the number of folks staying outside.
Why do you feel like you don't need to, or you don't want to go to a shelter? Is there a reason behind that, or just?
I like to keep to myself. I really don't like to hang out with a bunch of people.
Other reasons the number of unsheltered people has trended up: mental health and substance abuse, according to Matt Cruikshank with Roanoke's Homeless Assistance Team. Another challenge with people panhandling or sleeping outside: the amount of personal items, trash, and drug paraphernalia that collects in areas. While we were out with Aaron, he showed us this: the hill off Orange Avenue trashed. And according to records, this is city property.
There's a concern. We're bothered by it, but we have to do things within the law.
As for what can be done about the homeless camp and panhandling at that intersection, City Manager Bob Cowell declined to comment when we approached him at a council meeting.
I don't think there's anything else to say. That's the problem.
Okay.
We have
10 News previously spoke with Cowell in April about homelessness and City Code 2069, which prohibits walking up and down the median.
You know, most folks assume that panhandling, that's illegal. Most people assume there's a law that keeps that from happening, and that's not the case. That it doesn't matter if it's the youth sports group, the local church, or a homeless individual, they're all in violation of that ordinance as they walk up and down those medians.
So why do we still see people in violation of this code, even with signs posted in the medians?
That enforcement comes from the police, and they're pretty busy. So it's not going to be a high-profile case that they would go out and respond to. At some point, we have, and will continue to enforce that, but it's going to probably be still a lot less likely than folks might want it to be because of the other issues that we've got to confront with our law enforcement folks.
We asked Aaron his thoughts about panhandling in front of the signs that clearly state he can't be walking where he is.
You guys are standing right in front of these signs that say Roanoke cares, and it says not to stand and sit in the median. Do you care about those signs? Or you're standing and sitting right in front of it, or you?
Not really, because I need money to survive, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
But the city's mayor maintains addressing homelessness at Orange Avenue and beyond is a top priority.
Working with homelessness is difficult as it is, but we've got to make sure we do everything we can to clean it up, and that's on the list of to-dos for us as a city.
In Roanoke, Sydney Jackstimer, 10 News, working for you.
For complete coverage on this issue, including some of our previous stories, head to WSLS.com.